Hey guys, Paul here with Tool Metrics, and today I've got a Greenworks 24V cordless drill. I'm going to test it out for power, battery life, and finesse. Before I dive into the tests, there are a few things that you should know about the drill. The first thing, and I think the most important thing about the drill, is actually not about the drill itself, but about Greenworks. So Greenworks has, in addition to drills, they have 100 other tools that use the same battery. So you can pop that battery out and use it in your lawnmower or your weed whip or your reciprocating saw, circular saw, jigsaw, etc. So nice convenience, standardizing on a battery platform. That's the main reason I wanted to take a look at this drill, actually, to see if it would be a good standardization play for people that wanted to use a lot of different battery power tools. Next couple of specs on the drill: it's brushless. That differentiates it from the cheaper drills that I tested last year. Brushless means you're going to get, in theory, I'll find out, but in theory, better battery life, better longevity on the motor inside the drill, and just overall smoother power transition going from slow speed to high speed. A couple other things about the drill: it has two speeds, low range and high range, variable speed, of course, within those two ranges, but that's a nice feature. You want to have the ability to drop it down into low gear for more power applications. It has 18 clutch settings, so I'm going to test it for finesse, but that gives you a good range of clutch settings. So comes with two batteries. They're known for their battery technology, so I'm excited to take a look at the longevity. But two batteries, lithium ion, means that you can have pretty much continuous operation. So that's a good selling point as well. Fit and finish on this thing is standout. Nice, good quality rubber, cushiony grip, so really gives a step up feel from the cheaper drills that I tested previously. Really like that. So anyway, I'm going to run it through some tests and I'll give you some overall kind of impressions at the end.
I ran it through several charge cycles during my testing, and each time it took about an hour to charge it up, so within spec. Then for some power tests, I took a chunk of hard maple and drove some 4-inch wood screws into it. First with a pre-drill, no problem. Then without a pre-drill, and it cut out a few times, but ultimately drove it home. Then I ran some 2-inch screws with no pre-drill, and it had no problem completing that task. And that's a pretty good test for a drill. That's that maple is awfully hard. Another good power test for a drill is to drill some big holes. So I used a 3/4 inch Forstner bit, and it plowed through no problem. I could go as deep as I wanted to into that. For a finesse test, I installed a hinge setting the screws consistently in pre-drilled holes, and it did a great job. Cut out exactly at the right time at a clutch setting of 2 every time. The battery longevity test is where this tool really stood out, and I tested it the same way I tested the others, clamping it and just running it until it died. And it went for nearly 2 hours before the battery cut out, giving you about an extra half hour of runtime compared to the other drills. That's a lot, plus it has a second battery.
All right, that's a pretty good set of tests, I think. So overall, my conclusions are: good quality drill, plenty of power to do anything that I want my drill to do. I think if you're looking for more power than that, you probably are looking for an impact driver or something really heavy-duty construction grade. But for a homeowner who just wants to consolidate on a battery platform for a bunch of different tools, I think it hits the mark as a drill. It's about 30% cheaper than my DeWalt, which is, I would say, pretty comparable to the DeWalt that I normally use, with the one exception that I like the chuck on the DeWalt a little bit better, completely made of metal versus this combination of plastic and metal. But this is a good chuck in its own right. Other observations: the battery life and runtime was outstanding. So, and I attribute that to the brushless characteristics. So almost 2 hours of continuous runtime versus the other drills that I tested all ran about, well, the best of them ran about an hour and a half. So considerably more runtime on this compared to other tools. The charge up time consistently came in at a little under an hour, so very nice in that respect. And I would say that it is smoother and quieter running than the cheaper drills that I tested, which you would expect. Higher price drill, brushless, higher quality. You would expect it to run smoother, and it did. It scored very well on the finesse test, dialing down the clutch down to a 2 or 3 setting and just set those screws into the hinge exactly right. Came with a modest set of bits, no drill bits, but just the screw tips and so forth. Good quality, not very many. I'd probably expect to see a little bit more, but good quality what you've got there. And I'd say that's about it. I'd be curious to hear perspectives of any users out there who have this drill or other tools in this product line, because again, I think the key here is the other tools in the product line and what you can do with this standardized battery platform. That's what's intriguing to me, the standardization option. So let me know what you think down below. For now, I thank you for watching. Hope you subscribe, come back. I do a lot of woodworking, wood turning, tool comparisons, deep dive tool examinations, and so forth. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.